It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. My guy Dan is here with me today. And let's get into some Yee tea. So Love is Blind. One of the biggest things that happened this season was with Tyler and Ashley. People were trying to figure out, does Tyler have children that he hasn't revealed? He had said he was a sperm donor. He also did lie and say he ain't know them kids, right? He didn't think those kids knew who he was. But then there were pictures of him that he had scrubbed off the internet of him with said children who he claims didn't know him. Dan, what were your thoughts when you saw Ashley basically defending Tyler? They did end up getting married on Love is Blind, and she's saying that she knew everything. She's not dumb.
Yeah, exactly. We only saw what the producer showed us. Mm-hmm. There was so much that happens behind the scenes, and it's like hard to believe that they didn't have that conversation.
All right, well, here is what they had to say during the reunion.
Those kids, that family, they did not sign up for this. So what is happening now is I try to keep that from happening. Their birth certificates are online. Things that shouldn't be happening are now happening. And to get into the story, I did help a friend, and her wife start a family, but her wife ended up leaving her. So I stepped in. So there's pictures of me around. You'll see me around. And I played a part that became very shaky with a friend. But I do want to let people know Ashley knows all this.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because he said those kids didn't know what he looked like, but then there were pictures of them like in matching pajamas. That was the problem.
Yeah.
I think that made it all feel real shaky because that's a very unique situation. All right, well, Ashley responded and said this.
Who do you think has better insight on what's going on, social media or me? So for people to imply that like she was blindsided, she didn't know is like insulting to my intelligence.
All right. I also noticed, for all you Love is Blind watchers, that Ramses, it looks like he cut off his ponytails.
Mm-hmm. Thank God.
He was annoying. I'm sorry to say it, but Marissa seemed cool, and I felt like he did her dirty.
She dodged the bullet?
Yeah, she definitely dodged the bullet. Her mom, though, was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Too. All right, well, anyway, that is Love is Blind. In case you haven't seen it, we won't give any more spoilers for you guys, but you should have watched it. All right, Akon was on with Bootleg Kev, and, you know, he's always talking about the different businesses that he has going on, and another thing that he is doing now, I actually really like this idea because I love jollof rice, and I do love West African food. All right, well, he is going to be opening up a fast food restaurant that's similar to Chipotle. Here's what he said.
The next one's going to be a jollof rice fast food restaurant. So it's going to be called jollof. It's going to be fast food like McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever, but that's more like African cuisine but quick, almost like Chipotle.
I love spicy African food.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Yeah, I love a spicy jollof rice. All right, so I'm definitely here for that. Now, another thing that he said was that he has a potential hit song that he did back in 2017. Here he is saying this would be a smash hit today.
It was actually a record that I did with Nicki Minaj.
It never dropped.
It never dropped. But it was, I think, would have been probably one of my biggest pop records.
All right. Well, maybe now this is something that is going to end up coming out. Because I feel like Nicki be paying attention to a lot that's going on online. And we'll talk about that a little later as she caught up with Ray J. But Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, they have put out their track list for their album Missionary. And when I tell you there is a ton of special guests on this, I mean, Janae Aiko's on here, BJ the Chicago Kid, Tom Petty. And Jelly Roll is on the album. Method Man and Smitty, 50 Cent and Eminem are on a song together called Guns and Smoke with them. You know, just a lot. So it looks like this is going to be really good. The release date was announced earlier this week. They also had a trailer. You saw all of that?
I didn't see the trailer.
All right. Well, that track list
check that out, yeah.
is now available, and you can look for the pre-release listing on Apple Music, as well as 15 songs on the album. All right. Well, that is your Yee tea. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. It's Way Up.